You know what that sounds like? Is that recording?
We are.
Welcome to the show. Shut up.
Okay.
Before.
Hello?
I am Willard Swift.
This is Utterly Confused, by the way, so everybody knows before we introduce ourselves, because we're selfish, this is Utterly Confused. I don't know what episode it is because I haven't been keeping
It's been
track.
like 3. Oh my god. It's been like 3. What the fuck? Fuck off. It's been like 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Is this okay? There we go. Oh, there's my voice. I found it. I found my voice.
I found my voice.
I found my voice. I don't know what I was referencing there.
I don't know either. It's just some accent.
Is that picking up at all?
It's definitely picking up.
Nope.
Nailed it.
No.
Almost had it. There. Ooh, there.
Anyway, it was the Lost Woods theme.
So today is a nice, hot, sweaty 83 degrees.
Let's
For
close
our
the door.
viewers. No, please. Oh my god.
We have to talk about R-rated subjects, and your mom's out there.
Okay, you can close my door. It's just gonna get really hot and sweaty.
So I was
Already
watching this
shirt-
porno, and the plot line was actually pretty good.
Wow.
Okay, there we go. I keep losing my... It keeps sounding like this sometimes when I'm talking.
I'm just gonna turn you down just a
please turn me down so I can yell.
Right about there.
Also, I'm trying to make a point of being a little more articulate when I'm talking.
Yeah, that's...
So I'm just... If I sound like I'm talking slower, I'm not on drugs. Unless you count caffeine.
Not yet, dude.
Not yet,
Fuck
dude.
yeah.
Magic mushrooms. Anyway, I can't really even hear myself now. Can you turn me up like a hair? Just a,
I can hear you great.
Just a literal...
You're doing fine.
Just a literal... That's good. Okay.
I didn't even touch
You
the
didn't even
knob.
move the thing. Yeah, well, I was watching this porno, and on Pornhub, the hub of porn.
Great site.
Now it makes sense. I
Yeah.
didn't even
R
connect
slash
the dots.
Pornhub.
Nailed it. Was that your like a subreddit? Was that what you said?
I don't
R
know.
slash?
Yeah.
God damn it! All my Reddit is porn. It's bad. It's lit. You want to see it? Okay.
No. Yeah.
No, you don't.
Okay, I don't.
Maybe later.
Yes.
Yeah, the plot line was good. The stepsister, obviously, as you know, this has been a big trend in our generation
yeah, it
for
is.
some reason.
Like the taboo.
I'm not complaining, to be honest, because we know it's fake. Like, let's be real.
And there's some great videos that come out of that.
Yeah.
Like, the quality is so shitty on some of them that it's perfect.
Yeah,
Because it's like, this
like
is
plot
so...
line wise?
Well, no, just like the quality of video on some of them.
Well, if you're watching Pornhub, it's pretty good.
No, I'm just saying. Yeah, on
720p, boy.
I'm talking 4K.
VR porn. It's like you're really there. Okay. Anyway, continue.
No, I'm just saying, like, some of the videos are... I can't believe I'm talking about porn.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks. No, some of the videos, they're just not best quality. But they're great because it's like, wow, this is kind of actually realistic.
Yeah.
But it's also weird that it's kind of realistic. I think it's...
Sorry, just wind.
That's definitely you, yeah. So for our viewers at home, they know this, but
There's no visual.
for our audio listeners, I'm shirtless. I'm just kidding. There is no visual today.
Anyway, the plot line of this porno was the guy had a stepsister, obviously, as one would.
Nailed her.
This is probably the same,
Literally.
same one of the same 3 dudes. There's like 100 girls.
It's a big family.
Yeah, and she kept like teasing him sexually. It was always like getting him hard, but like wasn't touching him. And so they saw a sex therapist, and the therapist is like, "Well, basically, you need to fuck him." And as one would, as a sex therapist would, she sat in on the coitus.
Oh yeah, of course.
And,
you had to watch. I think I know
yeah,
exactly which
and that-
video you're
that's-
talking about.
This is bad. It's obviously realistic when the sex therapist sits in
Yeah, of
on
course.
the act of
Yep.
act of sex. God, I don't know who's listening to this, but I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I have to say. I'll see you later.
Wow.
Goodbye.
This is a great episode.
Na 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 na.
So yesterday, I got some big news,
Listening.
somewhat, sorta. Yesterday, I went and saw The Grateful Dead.
Oh,
Humble brag.
humble brag.
Well, technically it's Dead and Company because it's not The Grateful Dead because a lot of people are gone or dead. Rest in peace, Jerry Garcia.
Rest in peace.
But it's still dead in company. It was a great fucking show. We went to Gillette Stadium.
Yeah, I saw that.
In Foxborough, Massachusetts.
Shakespeare, Massachusetts.
And what can I say about that is that was such a fucking clusterfuck coming into parking. Because we got there early because we were going to go to Patriots Place into the Hall of Fame, which we did. And shout out to getting there early. But we got there early so that we could go to those places before the show, and we had handicap parking because my dad's handicapped.
Shout out. Shout out to all your cripples.
But he's not that handicapped. He just walks with a cane. But we have the handicap thing, so we get into places.
Got him.
Okay, we get it. And the people that were working the parking lot, that like organized like where people were going, taking money and giving out the parking like little flyers that say you paid for parking.
Yeah.
They did not know what the fuck they were doing.
Naturally.
And so like there was people that were getting into parking, like paying in for parking, but then people before them were saying, "Oh no, you can't park yet because it's not 3." And they're like, "Oh yeah, sure, we'll take them." "Oh, I don't know why the fuck that guy's saying that." And we're like driving past these people with our windows down because we're just getting tossed around the huge parking lot.
Yeah.
And mind you, if you ever go to Gillette Stadium, it's $40 fucking to park there.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Welcome to Boston.
It's not even Boston.
Well, it's close enough. You know, it's just the surrounding area.
But it's like
kind
$40
of
fucking dollars.
Yeah.
And then they had the audacity to charge people to go into the Hall of Fame museum. But it was only so it's $10 for an adult, and then excuse you.
Sorry, I sneezed.
And then it goes down from there. But luckily, because I'm a veteran, I get in for free.
Shout out to the Navy.
And so I got to go in there. I got to see the fucking trophies.
Dude, you got to see the fucking trophies.
I'm talking Vince Lombardi
dude,
trophy.
Vince Lombardi, dude. He played football, I think.
He was a coach.
I think he was a coach. That's what I'm getting out of this.
Yeah.
Getting a vibe.
But it was so fucking cool to go there, and like it was kind of emotional too, because like, you know, I grew up a Pats fan.
Yeah.
As we all did up here.
Still are Pats fans.
Yeah.
And in the North. The North remembers. The Patriots. They're still here.
They were speaking of the North remembers and the Patriots, one of the big pieces on the second floor of the museum is like the game that we played against Oakland that was in the snow.
Oh, yeah.
And we won by a field goal.
Yeah.
Shout out
when was
to
that?
Adam Vinatieri.
Okay, so that must have been like at least 2000.
Let me guess. TB12 was there. I forgot when it was.
I think he started in 2005.
I don't know numbers.
I can't count, so...
I'm illiterate.
Shout out to Cripples. Wait a second, that's not the right one.
Nailed it.
Shout out to...
But, like, it was all about, like, you could kick the football into, like, this big net, and it, like, on the big screen behind the net, it'll show you, like, making the field goal or not making the field goal.
Oh, that's cool.
And the rug that it's on mimics like the thickness of the snow, so it's like you're actually walking in snow.
Wow!
When you're doing that,
that's cool.
And they were like playing it like a little thing for it, and I was like sitting there. I was like getting goosebumps and chills. I was like, I think I might have been like it might have been on TV, and I think I might have watched it.
Yeah.
Don't know. Don't quote me.
Yeah.
But like it was, but it's still just emotional being like. Going there and like seeing these things and like through the history of Patriots and Gillette Stadium and the Boston Patriots at first, and then they became the New England Patriots.
Boston, New England.
And when we went there, they had like a thing about like the players, and they had some like high school jerseys on the wall. It's a huge wall.
Oh wow!
And it was high school jerseys of players that from all over that had played, or players that were from New England that had played for the New England Patriots.
Okay.
And at the very top row, there was one. It was a purple jersey and it said Marshwood. and my dad stopped in his tracks and then like got my attention and pointed to it because that was his high school.
Jesus
Marshwood
Christ. Where's that?
That's in Elliott Kittery area.
Okay. Wow.
Or at least that's where he was from, and that's the high school he went to. And he played for that team. He played against Oxford when he was in high school.
Jesus, I don't even think that our high school, Oxford, plays them anymore.
I don't think so either.
Because
I think it was in like some like championship type of thing,
like a state title or something.
Like some playoffs for that.
Yeah.
But that was way back in the Dizzy A.
Way back in the
Yeah. But it was a pretty cool fucking show too, because like I'm a big fan of Grateful Dead. I got a tattoo on my body that says that I'm a fan of the Grateful Dead.
For all our visual learners, he has a tattoo. I have confirmed that Joey does indeed have a tattoo of the Grateful Dead on his left inner forearm.
Nailed it. But
that's how I actually did. So.
But it like. This is my second Dead and Company show, and I really love the music, the band. I grew up with it. But it was special because I got to go see it with my sister and my dad. Mm. And my sister and my dad have been going together almost every year since they started touring. But I haven't had that chance until now because of the Navy taking up my time, sending me out to sea.
Thank you so much, Navy. God.
But I got to see them last year, and now I get to see them this year. Sadly, I don't think next year I'll be able to see them with my family again because I'll be down in Florida.
I think it's pronounced Florida.
Flowrider, humble brag.
Rumble hag.
Nailed it.
Got him, coach.
And,
I am illiterate.
But it was just cool. It was cool, and I mean, I sat down the entire show just because like I just wanted to chill. And like, there's people like standing in my way of seeing the stage.
So you just pushed them.
I fucking punched it.
I pushed them off the fucking edge.
I punched it.
Shout out to Dynamic Banter for these ideas.
We're gonna like say so many inside references and jokes because they got some hilarious shit.
Oh my god, dude, fucking Dynamic Banter is fucking, oh my god. This is like kind of what inspired me to want to do podcasts, because I had listened to them, so this is probably like our 9th or so episode, so we've been doing this a couple of months, and, you know, you and I had talked about kind of just teasing the idea of doing a podcast like a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Because I think you kind of got me into the idea of a podcast, and then later on my own I started listening to them, liked them, stopped listening to them for a while, and then all of a sudden got heavy into it, and then you were also at this time still heavily into it, and we were like, dude, let's just fucking do our own thing.
Yeah.
And here we are, just fucking around.
Just like every millennial in the business.
Yeah,
there's so many fucking podcasts, and so like whenever I think about, oh, me and Willie should do a podcast or like record an episode, I'm just like, there's so many fucking podcasts. Like, I just don't want to be like hopping on that train.
Yeah, we're just doing this to have fun. Realistically, this is just. Thank you.
I just farted.
Congratulations, you are a human.
Oh my god.
If robots could fart.
I do want to apologize for that one. That one's pretty bad.
Right, well, good thing I can't really smell, so that's good.
Thank
God. Yeah, I don't really have I don't really want to be like, don't really care if we're big or not. I mean, I just kind of like doing this.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that I think we're going to have fun looking back on later on and being like, wow, we were stupid.
Exactly. Preserve our memories.
Shout out to future us looking back at this like, yo, dude, what up?
I hope your dick is still big.
I hope your dick's still average.
I hope your girlfriend, because you're probably not even married at this point, is amazing. Hot as hell.
Future Willie, I hope you have finally found a man. That can love and adore you like you need.
Future Joey, I hope you stop yelling and learn some self-control. Also, you better be a fucking famous director by now, so.
Also, future Joey, if you're not fucking bitches, what are you doing?
Like, belay the whole getting money, just fucking bitches.
Yeah, dude.
You're homeless, but as long as you're fucking bitches.
Fucking bitches.
Or fucking bitches.
Room number 85.
Fuck bitches.
Fuck bitches.
We should send that to them in a history row to be like, we came up with a new rule. It's fuck bitches. And I want to see them play it out, maybe.
We should do that. Bombard them with emails.
Bombard them with bombs. DM me if you want to make a bomb. Oh, is that Supergirl?
Hey, just want to say, DM me if you want to know how to make a bomb.
It's like a makeup tutorial video. Okay, guys, here we're gonna do today. First of all, if you're stressed, I would not even recommend this at all. And rule number 2, don't try this at home. That's why I'm doing it for you. So we're gonna make a bomb today.
Alright guys, thank you for watching the video. DM me if you guys want to know how to make a bomb.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, that's what they should do. They should add it into something that's just completely out of context. It's just like a food video or whatever. Yeah. Like making a soup.
And then at the very end, they're like, and don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and DM me if you want to know how to make a bomb.
Thank you for watching my tutorial on how to make clam chowder. Don't forget to hit that notification bell and DM me if you want to know how to make a bomb. The comments will be like, did he?
Wait, the fuck?
Did he just fucking say to make a bomb?
Did he just ask if we want to know how to make a bomb?
I think he did.
Did he just bring a fucking door, dude?
Welcome to the ASMR bomb making channel.
That's pretty explosive.
So what you're gonna want to do is have your volume up pretty high for, I would say, 85% of the video. Wait, I'm doing a bit. Please don't fuck up my volume. So what you're gonna want to do here is have your volume up pretty high for like 85% of the video, and then somewhere around like 17, 19, 18 minutes, we're gonna make a bomb. And it's gonna explode. And we don't want you to get ear raped. Anyway, that's an aggressive term. Have you heard that? Ear rape.
Ear rape.
I don't really like saying this. Like,
I feel
publicly,
like the word ear rape is like getting ear raped because you don't want to hear that word.
Yeah, that's actually good. It's a
got him.
It's a self-defeating phrase in,
I have
in
my
of
moments
itself.
where I figure this thing's out.
Sometimes I feel enlightened. Other times I just like a dick in my ass.
Wow, girl,
sometimes those are the same thing.
Yeah.
To be honest, I felt the light of God touch me,
but just
after I was sodomized.
Just
to be honest. Actually, wait, is sodomy just between guys, or is sodomy also women?
Please define sodomy, because right now I'm blanking. Okay.
It's literally just butt sex.
Sodomy,
and it's considered like
sodomy is just
considered like unholy.
It's for everybody, dude.
Sodomy is for everybody. Nowadays it is. Back in the days of Jesus Christ, no sodomy for you.
Speaking about religion, I want to talk about a show.
Okay.
I already know you know what a show is. Good Omens.
I watched 10 minutes of it.
Why'd you only watch 10 minutes?
Because I was watching the 10 minutes of what you were watching, and I haven't been able to watch it yet.
Oh wow, that was like a late episode. No, but it's a
like
fucking good show, dude.
Please give us a brief synopsis.
A brief synopsis. Okay, so the two main characters in the show, I forgot their names.
Wow, fucking fantastic job.
I remember their names.
Attention.
I remember their names. The demon, played by David Tennant.
Amazing actor.
Is named Crowley.
Mr. Crowley.
And the angel, Aziraphale.
Yeah, I could see why that would have a hard time remembering that name.
What the fuck's his name? The actor who plays him.
Oh, what the fuck's his name? Yeah. My favorite actor, actually.
Is what the fuck's his name? Yeah.
You're
what the fuck's his name?
Wait, you like what the fuck's his name? I like what the fuck's his name. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck?
But so it's about the angel and demon, and they're pretty much like best friends. And they come to that like grand conclusion later on that because like they're not supposed to be. They're an angel and a demon. And the story takes place during the apocalypse. The four horsemen are riding.
Okay.
The Antichrist is alive on Earth and has his hellhound. So shit is getting real.
As opposed to fake bombs.
We got some real bombs, and in the corner we got some fake bombs. You choose.
We're gonna see which ones explode. It's probably gonna be the real ones.
we're gonna play a game where we mix up the fake bombs and the real bombs, and we start fucking shooting them.
Shit, we start fucking shooting bombs. Hey, you remember Atlantis, Disney movie?
Is that the one with like the girl has like white hair and like
Yeah, and
blue?
they have like tattoos,
Yeah.
and they actually like it's the Lost City of Atlantis, but they have like really advanced technology.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking extremely underrated Disney movie.
Great movie.
And I keep seeing, you know how they keep making live actions of everything now,
Yeah.
and it pisses people off. I keep seeing people post stuff on Facebook that was like, "This is who you should cast for a live action Atlantis movie," and I'm like, I would fucking watch that all day.
You know what's also
There's a lot you
another
could do with that.
underrated Disney movie? Treasure Planet.
Yes, it's along the same sort of like atmosphere
And
as
animation, I think, too.
Yeah, I think it's actually this. Yeah, it actually came out. I think they came out near the same time. Let me Google it. I almost typed Google Planet,
But I think
Island Planet, Treasure Island. This is hard.
Treasure Island. Based off Treasure Island. Or, like, whatever the fucking old school book is called.
Yeah, it is called Treasure Island. I think
No,
the
but
actual
it's
book,
like
the actual
it's like
book.
some long fucking name. It's like it's not Robinson's Crusoe.
No, it was a different name. I just came across it.
But it's some fucking weird thing. And with was it Hawkins? Jim Hawkins?
Let's see. Robert Newton,
Jim
Bobby Driscoll.
Jim Hawkins is the main character.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Jim Hawkins. Yep. Lon John Silver.
Yep.
Okay, Treasure Planet. That's what I was trying to Google. I don't know why I did Treasure Island. 2002 is Treasure Planet.
Okay.
Actually, the main character sort of... Joseph Gordon-Levitt actually plays the main
You didn't know
role.
that?
Dude, it's been so long since I've seen it.
Wow, dude.
Like, it was one of those
What
things...
a fan.
Well, no, it's one of those things where you watch it as a kid and you just don't really give a shit about the actors or anything. It's just all about the colors and the plot and everything.
Yeah.
And then you look back at it and you're like, oh...
Well, I constantly look back at everything because I have no future, so I look to the past.
Nailed it. Oh, yeah.
Atlantis.
Atlantis actually came out in 2001, so same timeline.
Yeah.
Guess what also came out in 2002? Lilo and Stitch.
Really?
Yeah, what a year, man.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. What a fucking beautiful movie. Like, one of the most wholesome movies
I had to
of
say,
all time.
we were raised in, I would say, the golden age of Disney.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Like, there's so many fucking movies with VHS.
Still bops.
Dude.
Still slaps.
Bangers, dude.
Still fucking
I'm
slaps,
fucking
dude.
telling you.
Like, slap your uncle across the room, that's how good it is.
I will fucking slap anything.
Dude, the fucking scene where Stitch is... Oh, like Lilo finds out that Stitch can play like music through his mouth, and they get like a record player.
Oh, yeah,
and
and
she's
he
playing
puts his finger
Elvis,
down.
and he like opens his mouth, and like the music starts, and he closes it again, and it stops. Oh man! Did you watch the fucking series they made about Lilo and Stitch?
Is it like,
Where it was
just
just
like the TV show that they had?
Yeah, so
on
it was
Disney? Yeah.
it was Jumba, is that his name? The scientist, the big fat dude with 4 eyes, like
Yeah.
Pleakley and Jumba or something.
Something like that.
Yeah, so they have like a little ship, and actually Gantu, the big ass fucking shark guy,
Yeah.
actually like kind of defects and helps them out, and they basically collecting experiments. So like Stitch is like 626.
remember that.
Yeah, so good, so good. And like, there's a guy named Ruben, and he just makes sandwiches, and he just makes sarcastic jokes.
Of course he does.
Fucking Ruben, dude. Oh man, like we all didn't know it, but we were gonna be him when we grew up.
Yeah.
I don't know who. I think someone I think it's someone very well known actually voices him too. I gotta look this up. I think it's like Lilo and Stitch. I don't know if it's just called like TV series.
That brought back memories, dude.
Yeah, it's fucking old.
Wow.
TV series. I don't even know how many seasons they had. I think it was only like 3, but they had a lot of episodes.
Did you ever watch Recess?
A little bit. I know what it is when you say it.
Dude, that was my shit, dude. Oh,
Sorry,
man,
I'm
there's
just reading the
I don't
stuff.
care. There's just so many.
Sorry.
There's just so many great Disney productions, TV shows, and movies
Yeah.
that just fucking. They're just bangers, dude.
I don't know why it's not telling me when season 1 started, but season 2 started 2004, so it picked up pretty much right after.
Sorry.
God bless. Let's look up Ruben. because he's just fucking hilarious. He's just a fat fucking.
Reuben.
He's just a
from
fat
Lilo
fucking,
and Stitch.
Yeah. Awkward silence. I don't know how to spell Reuben. Oh, there we go.
Reuben.
Reuben. Let's see who voiced him. Voiced by Rob Paulsen. Yeah, so Rob Paulsen did like all the Animaniacs and like all that shit. He's really well known. Like Rob Paulsen is like a.
And his
name one of the biggest,
was Robert Paulson.
He's one of the biggest voice actors.
His
like
name
in the game.
was Robert Paulson. His name was Robert Paulson.
Let's see.
His name was Robert Paulson.
Listen to this. Best known for providing the voices of Raphael and Donatello in the 1987 series and 2012 series of TMNT.
Nice.
He's in the Animaniacs. He's in Pinky and the Brain. He's in Sonic the Hedgehog. He's in. He plays Carl and another guy in Jimmy Neutron.
What?
Carl, that kills me. Well, that's fucking. Wow, I just combined two things together, but whatever. Mrs. Fowl. Gordon. I don't know what that is. He's in Cat Scratch. He plays some guy in The Fairly Odd Parents. He plays Back at the Barnyard. He has a bunch of shit he does. Like, he has so much shit that he's done. Yeah. He's actually.
Shout out to Rob Paulson.
Shout out one time to Robert Paulson.
Do you know what I was referencing, though, when I kept saying his name?
I couldn't figure it out.
Fight Club. Watch it. Ooh, love
Don't
it.
talk about it.
Love it.
Oh, I love this ad for Lego Aladdin. I'm turning it up. It's fine, because I want you to see it, too.
When it comes to hunting abominations, Gantu never loses.
Gantu.
Except when you lose, which happens to be most of the
I remember that motherfucker. And her.
Oh, hotcakes. I thought you went the whole captured by the little girl and turned to good route.
Ha! Shows how much you know. She's right on schedule.
On schedule? You mean you actually planned all this? The whole chase, losing the experiment, you slipping on the coconuts and falling on your keister, all of it? Sorry, losers. Little Angel's coming to live with us. Bad guys win this round. Hey.
Wait, is that Reuben?
Yeah.
Okay.
The sheep of the
He's making sandwiches.
Holy guacamole! That last note actually curdled my mayo!
I'm making a karaoke tape. I can listen to my own voice and determine what areas need work.
There's only one area in your voice. A disaster area.
Let's bust one.
Anyway, yeah.
Classic.
Yeah, I think
dude.
Reuben is like, what do you call it? Like, chaotic neutral or something? Like, he's supposed to be evil, but he just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
So.
I always like. I never like learned about that scale, but I.
Oh, for D&D? Is that what it is? Is that D&D? Is that
I don't know.
Is that what that scale
I
is?
never learned what it's for, but like
I
would
it
see
is.
those, like people would post like for like nerdy fandoms,
Yeah.
they would post like that graph, and I would look at it and I'd be like, wow, that's cool, but I don't. I
don't
get
understand it at
I,
all.
I understand it, but I don't understand it at the same time.
Oh, Jesus Christ. There's a whole massive fucking thing on just like, okay, there's 9, I think. So there's like 3 neutrals, 3 chaotics, and 3 lawfuls, I
Is
think.
it for D&D?
I think it's D&D. I don't know where. I'm trying to find it.
Speaking of D&D, I got my shit right up there, dude. Underneath Game
Starter
of Thrones.
set? Yeah, we need to fucking do that.
And like 2 books for like being a dungeon master and like characters.
Well, one of the people that probably would have played with us is kind of. Well, you know who I'm talking about.
Yes.
So that might be out of the question.
Is currently away.
Exactly. Yeah.
We still love him, but he's away.
Yeah. This one says, okay, alignment. That doesn't. Jar Jar, if you get your tongue stuck in that, it's gonna go numb for hours.
It's working! It's working!
It's like the line you say when you finish, just like, now this is pod racing. And she's like, get out. Worth it.
Now that is pod racing.
Oh my god. Yeah, there's so many charts. But like no, there's just a huge like profile on just one of the 9 things.
Okay.
And I don't even know where it comes from. I think it combines aspects of like philosophy and religion and stuff, and like actually that's kind of where that originates from. But I'm assuming that D&D didn't come up with it, but they tie it. Obviously, it plays a massive role into the actual character system.
I feel like
no idea what we're talking about. Utterly confused.
Yeah, I feel like it has something to heavily do with like sociology and psychology together.
Yeah.
You know, like the reasoning why and how they affect societies.
More or less, yeah.
Because that's sociology, and then the why is
psychology.
I loved sociology class in high school.
Miss Roy.
Miss Roy.
Shout out.
Bless her heart.
Bless her pee, thick and all.
Great gal.
Still great.
Still great. I haven't seen her in forevs.
I'm listening.
I'm just gonna wait for you to be done. Meanwhile, we're still recording too, by the way, just so you know that.
Nailed it. That was a Lost Woods theme again. Reprise. Anyway, sociology.
Yeah, I loved it. We there was one project that I really fucking loved, and it stuck with me. And it's basically like she paired us up into like little groups, and together we had to like make a society.
Okay.
And like make their core values, their reason. I fucking quit, dude. Oh my fucking god.
Oh my god, look, you fucking killed him. I'll get back to that in a second. I just want you to continue first, though.
No, but they, like, made, like, societies and, like, how they work. If there's a religion, what's the religion? Economical situations, this, that, the other.
Yeah.
And I remember, who was my partner? It was one of the Noble brothers. I doubt they're going to listen to this, but I'm sorry if I forgot your name, because I have.
It's been years.
The one with the really long hair, the middle one.
I have no idea.
Okay, damn it.
I have no fucking idea what you're talking about. I'm sorry.
I really hope they don't listen to this. Okay, so...
If they do, then they'll be famous, so...
Yeah, okay, got them.
You're welcome.
But, basically the society was like, there was a bartering system for getting supplies and money, so there was no money. It was just, hey, I got a loaf of bread made up. Oh, I got some eggs. Let's trade.
They still do that in China, too.
Yeah. And I like that.
Yeah.
And it was very, like, earthy and, like, all-natural kind of village.
Yeah.
And they had, like, some, like, small town structure government-wise of, like, mayor, this, that, the other. But it's, like, also a democracy. And then they had, like, for religions, they had, like, shamans that were, like, around the outskirts of the town, like, out of the gates.
Yeah.
And they had, like, a defective, like, society/group that had defected from that and, like, went up into a mountain. And...
like monks, almost.
Kind of, but they were more, like, criminals.
Like,
they were more, like, outcasts.
Yeah, okay.
And we made a flag. It was so fucking cool. And that project is probably like one of my favorite projects that I've ever done in school. Just because it was so fun to do. And like I got so into it because I love making stories. I love like all of that detail that is required in like backstory.
Yeah.
I love doing.
Yeah.
Like all of my stories like are just folders full of backstory and like down to like the nitty-gritty detail of like structure of the city, of how it's built, reasoning behind how they were like for architectures, like reasoning behind how they built things and why they built them, and then like the sociology of like the mindsets of each society.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
It's good because people, especially when you're watching, there's a lot of movies and video games that center around, just for example, like dystopian things.
Yeah.
A lot of times center around, like obviously, in a lot of cases, you're in a science fiction world. So obviously, you're gonna have some lot of made up concepts and stuff, but normally what will exist is one, two, maybe five, whatever, like cults or groups or religious groups, whatever they are. So that like sociology plays a heavy role in that kind of thing, and it's good, like especially if you're going into like you're going to film school soon. Congratulations.
Humble brag.
Rumble hard, and being able to like actually not even like want to like actually include little details is actually what separates a good movie from a great movie.
Yeah.
Or like even video games too.
I mean, like,
they incorporate a lot of that kind of stuff as well.
Like, I grew up on the Harry Potter and the Lord of the Rings and the Star Wars and Narnia, and those worlds are so vast, they're so open.
Yeah.
And there's so much
infinite.
Unknown that it makes room for the fans to be like, that's what this is. Like, I'm making that up for me.
Like like an
and so
interpretation.
Like they're like Star Wars. It's literally universes.
It's fucking ridiculously
like,
big.
Unknown and like things that you like. If someone wanted to write their own story based on the Star Wars universe, they could, and they can make up new aliens. They can make up new planets.
Yeah.
And like force abilities and like currencies and governments and so like growing up with that as like my thing, like watching these things and getting immersed into them. That's like my writing style, I guess, of like how I write stories. It's just like, let me get all these nitty-gritty details of why everything is to the point of the story, even up to the backstory.
Yeah.
And then do the backstory story.
There's a beauty in being able to imagine worlds like that and everything.
Yeah.
It's just infinite. It's crazy, and it's especially for people like us who have a lot of anxiety about things. It's nice to be able to get lost in like those kind of worlds, whether it's a book or a movie or a video game. It's really nice to just like become and like encompass in that kind of those thought processes and stuff, and like come out of reality almost for a while.
Yeah.
And it's just, I think it's kind of what has helped me get through a lot of tough times and everything. And I still avidly play video games and everything and watch a lot of TV.
Yeah, like for me,
For sure.
like when I'm at work and I'm just like oh fuck, man, like just the monotonous of like I'm at work, I'm doing this shit, this and that, the other. I like start getting in my head and I start essentially writing a story.
Yeah.
And like if I have like a big story, like right now I do have a big story. It's called Blackstone. And it's not about any rock. It's just about a big building with wizards and angels and demons and all the fantasy things that everybody's got to offer with that.
There's a lot of fantasy things.
And everything's real. Everything that you've heard about religions and fantasy is real. That's this world. And so, like, I'll be at work and I'm just doing what I'm doing. Like, I'm being productive. I'm still working. I'm getting everything done. But I'm like in my head, like coming up with characters and their history and why this is happening or this, that, the other. And then when I start working on that, I'll like think back to a character and be like, oh, that could work with this character if I changed that one thing about them.
Constantly changing.
Yeah, and so it's like it's basically just like clay, and I'm just continuously molding this story.
It's a really good analogy to think about.
I have a lot of great ideas, and like I'm a pretty smart guy. DM me if you want to know how to make a bomb.
DM me if you want to know how to make a bomb. Oh my god. Yeah, I love that shit, man. I especially love science. I've always loved science fiction. That'll probably be my favorite sort of general topic. And then within the realm of science fiction, which pretty much always takes place in the future. I don't know if they really have any
science fiction. I think
it actually implies like within the sort of general subject that it takes place in the future. Yeah. I especially like dystopian fucking science fiction stuff. Actually, I haven't talked about this because I don't want to talk about BioShock again. But there's a game that came out a couple years ago. It's called Prey. I don't know if you've seen any trailers for that. It's got a kind of a BioShock vibe. I don't know who developed this. Can't remember. I don't know if it's a AAA company or whatever, like on the big ones, but I don't remember who it is. Basically, I'm trying to remember because it's the kind of game that you play and there's still a lot of unanswered things, and you kind of have to play it 2 or 3 times and be like, oh, okay, that's what I missed, whatever, like that.
Yeah.
Which actually there's beauty in that, and being able to like kind of forcing yourself to like want to learn more. To like, okay, what did I miss? Like,
Yeah.
how can I interpret this differently and everything. And I feel like, so a lot of times people doing like video game reviews, they'll play it like several times.
Is it kind of like
sort of being thorough about
more or
it.
less like an open world where you can like change like the direction you go? So like if you play it one time and then you see, oh, I could change this option on this turn and
Sort of.
essentially go left instead of going right.
It's like semi-open world because there are different routes you can take to like attack enemies or solve problems, but for the most part you are kind of following the storyline, and there are some side missions and everything, but all in all it kind of ends the same and everything, and it just kind of stops. So what it is, you find yourself on this space station called the Talos One, and
Dead Space. Oh, sorry.
Actually, well, it got some. It incorporates a lot of different aspects and environments of different video games, and Dead Space is definitely one of those things because it's
Find
not.
myself on a space station. Sounds like Knights of the Old Republic.
It sounds like Star Wars.
Continue
Then
though.
you find yourself on a space station, and you wake up. Well, actually, sorry, you don't know you're on a space station right now. You wake up, you look outside. It looks like you're in like a city, and your thing says MU on it. You're like space clothes, whatever you want to call it, like space uniform. Yeah,
space suit.
It's called like Transtar, I think is the name of the company.
Prove it.
And like your brother's calling you and saying like, oh, you need to come up. We just need you like some
So you have
basic.
a cell phone on you.
Yep.
Okay. Is it one of these?
It's not a Motorola. It's a little more advanced here. Sorry, Joey's taking a phone call.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. You want me to tell him? I told you I was going to. Yeah. Yeah. He's here right now. Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah. Of course. No worries. All right. Love you. Bye. Yeah, that was God. He said you're fucked.
I knew it.
Should have DM'd him.
For a bomb.
Know how to make a bomb. Yep. We're gonna fuck that one up.
Continuing.
Yes, please.
Your brother says, oh, we just need to do some basic psychological evaluations and stuff like that. And actually, I found this out after the fact, but they ask you this question. I can't remember exactly along the lines of, I don't know the exact details, but basically what it is, it's like there's a train coming, and there's two different tracks, and you have the power to make it split. So what's happening is you can either let the train go and it kills one person, or it kills like 4 people, or you can turn it and it'll like save more people, whatever. And obviously, like what you're gonna do is you're gonna turn the dial to save more people. The sacrifice seems worthy. Where like what's it called? Like utilitarianism. Like you're getting. It's like the action that you are doing. You're getting. I can't fucking speak anyway. It seems so for practicality's sake, it seems better to obviously switch the tracks and save more people than it is to save less people and kill that person. But then you get to a second question, and it's like there's a train coming, it'll kill 4 people, but you can push this fat man off a bridge and it'll stop the train in its tracks and it'll only kill the one fat guy. Like, what do you say? And I guess a lot of people actually don't know how to answer that question. A lot of people will say don't push the fat person because it has something to do with the fact that your mentality of morality actually changes when you're closer to somebody in a really weird way. There's actually a name of what this experiment is. It did it like a long time ago.
Well, I understand why they said not to push him, because you gotta punch it.
But anyway, so you do that, and he's like, "Oh no, something's wrong." And then you see, he's holding a coffee cup, and then there's another mug next to him, and he's like, "Wait, didn't I just fill this?" And like a fucking thing comes out of it, like a creature, and they're called mimics, and they can actually take the form of like literally anything.
Yeah.
And then you like pretty much black out, and you wake up, and you're trying to figure out like what's going on with the station and everything. And as you go through it, you find more and more of these creatures. They're called they all have the same like prefix of a name, like you know how like the scientific name of animals sometimes have the same prefixes, like cats for example. Pussy, that's the prefix, I think.
Nailed it.
They're all called like typhoids or something, and they all have different powers. So like these phantoms can actually resurrect corpses and like take the place of their corpses and shit like that. And you have other ones that can control machines. They're called like telepaths or something.
Yeah.
Now there's technopaths. There's also telepaths, which can control people's minds and make them basically like blow up and die.
Yeah.
There's a lot to it. There's a lot more smaller details. Like you can find these things called neuromods, and basically what you do is you implant it, and you can like learn a skill like instantly.
Yeah.
And it's like that whole kind of like concept is really cool.
So like the Matrix.
Yeah, actually, it's really similar in that sense. But if you decide you want to like reset or whatever, you actually end up losing all those skills.
What system is this on?
It's just like all the consoles, like PS4, Xbox. I think it's on PC as well.
Is it 360 or One?
It's One. Yeah, sorry,
Okay.
newer generation. It came out like 2017, 2018.
Okay.
It's really good. It's
I
first
don't know
person.
why I never heard of them.
Yeah, it's really good. I like it for the storyline mostly. But yeah, you're going throughout the space station trying to figure out like what the fuck is happening, like who are these organisms and everything, and you find out like a lot about people who like betrayed you and everything like that. But the entire like concept of the neuromods is really fascinating. How you can like implant it and you can like learn a skill, and it's not like you learn a skill as if like you already know what it is and you already can do it, and you can like implant it within your brain,
Subconscious,
and you can be like,
yeah.
oh, now I can hack things.
Yeah.
And it's like fucking weird. So,
That would be kind of cool though.
yeah. But they say
I would like that.
there's sometimes you have to like reset and you actually end up losing all your memories since implanting the neuromod. So you basically just fucking forget everything. So that actually has a factor within the game about who you are and everything.
Damn.
And yeah. But it's really cool because you can actually solve things different ways. Like you can hack through doors, or you can like blow shit up, or you can go like...
So you can make bombs?
You can make bombs. You can make fucking bombs.
Just make sure to DM me if
And-
you want to know how to make a bomb.
I'm doing a really shitty job at explaining this, I think, because it's pretty like complex in terms of like it's like BioShock complex at like that point, and I can explain BioShock better because I beat it 60 fucking times.
Yeah.
But let's get this brief synopsis.
Do you have it right there? Do you have it pulled up?
Yep.
Pull it up.
In Prey, the big game, the player controls Morgan Yu while exploring the space station Talos 1 in orbit around Earth Moon,
Sorry.
where they had been researching a hostile alien species called the Typhon. As the Typhon escape confinement, the player uses a variety of weapons and abilities derived from the Typhon to avoid being killed by aliens while looking to escape the station. The player gains access to areas of the station by acquiring key items, blah blah blah. It's actually a follow-up from an older version they did, which actually like didn't get like got like really bad reviews and was really shitty. But it also has a lot of horror aspects as well too.
I like that.
And I haven't even got to play it. I guess it came out with an expansion. And if you had the game, it was free for a while, but I didn't see it in time, and I'm not gonna probably play for it. But oh, okay, wait. Here we go. This is good. It takes place in an alternate timeline where the U.S. President John F. Kennedy survives his assassination. The failed assassination catalyzes Kennedy to direct more funding into the space program, allowing it to flourish and accelerating the space race. A species of eusocial aliens called the Typhon is encountered on the Sputnik. The United States and the Soviet Union work together to fight off and capture the Typhon, unbeknownst to the general population. So they're trying to contain it in that space station. Together, they build the space station Kletka, Russian for cage, to be used as a prison for the Typhon situated in orbit around the moon. The United States eventually takes full ownership after the fall of the Soviet Union and reuses it as part of Project Axiom, research labs atop the prison spaces to study the Typhon and bring advances learned from that to Earth. So like a lot of the abilities you can do, you can actually learn how to like shoot fire and shit, and like actually like do the mimic thing, and you use that, like you research them and use the like neuromods on yourself. And you can actually like use a mix of both human skills like hacking or like stuff like telepathy in the game. And then it keeps going. Where's this? Oh, yeah. By 2025, the newly founded Transtar Corp acquires Kletka, and by 2030 has refitted it as Talos 1, a fully operational research lab to study the Typhon and develop advances in neuroscience that leads to the creation of neuromods. It harnesses the Typhon's physiology to restructure the human brain to grant the user new abilities, including superhuman powers.
Yikes.
Grows financially from the successful sales of neuromods on Earth. Around the time of the game setting, Transtar has further expanded the station to make for suitable living quarters for its staff that spend up to 2 years in the station between regular shuttles to Earth. But like everything's going to shit basically. Like when you come into it, and you're trying to like you're just doing the thing like what you do in BioShock where everything's fucked up and you're trying to learn like what happened. So it's like backwards. Basically.
So you gotta learn what happened so you could fix it, kind of. More or less.
And then you end up having to make a choice on what happens at the space station or what happens to yourself.
Blow that bitch up.
Yeah, well, there's actually alternate endings too, and you get different like end credit scenes from those alternate endings and the choices that you make within the game.
That's kind of cool. I like that stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
So that was my shitty explanation. What do we have for time? Because I do have more things to talk about.
I was about to say we're about it.
You know, how far in are we?
We normally go to about 50. And it's
50?
now 50.
I don't know if I have any quick topics.
All right.
Yeah, okay. I have a lot to talk about next time, though. We didn't even get to. I didn't even get to cover anything I wanted to talk about, which is good. Which means we got more shit to cover. Don't read my phone.
Do an entire podcast in accents.
Actually, so I've been trying to text and drive less.
Congrats.
And it's fucking,
Humble
dude.
brag.
It's fucking dangerous. Like it really is.
It really is.
And like, and it's so, and I like it's so selfish too when you're doing it in the car with other people.
Yeah.
And like, even when I'm doing it in the car, I'm like, I shouldn't be doing this. Like even with you guys, and I'm just like, fuck, why did I do that? And I started getting to the point where I became desensitized to that feeling, and I would just like do it and not even really realize that like I had other people in the car with me, and that what I was doing could potentially kill not just me but like my passengers, especially people I cared about. So I just bought like a mount from like my like a vent mount, and like for some reason I kind of like unconsciously bought it because I knew I needed one because I use my phone. I listen to music all the time, and I was like, I just at Walmart and I was like, oh, I should buy a vent or a mount. And I just bought I bought a vent. Just kidding.
Congrats.
I bought a mount, and I've just been
adulting.
And I've already been welcome to the world of convenience. I've already been doing it like way less, and I already kind of feel better about doing that. Like I was actually Henry was texting you earlier when I was driving. Wow. So I was like, hey, text Joey for me. So.
Is that when you called me a cunt?
Yeah, cunt.
A cunt.
I called you a cunt.
You are a cunt.
You. By order of the Peaky fucking Blinders.
Alright.
Yeah, we need to watch season 4, by the way.
We need to do that, and then that's something we could talk about.
Yes, I would love to talk about Peaky fucking Blinders.
Alright. Let's make a bomb today, boys.
This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. That's what I think about every single time we do that shit.
Yeah.
So, DM us if you want to know how to make a bomb.
This has been Utterly Confused. Please leave a like, subscribe, notification bell, DM me if you want to know how to make
tips.
a bomb. And we'll see you next time. My name's Joey. And this is Willie.
No, this is Willie. No, this is Joey.
And this is Willie.
No, this is me.
This is I.
This is... What is to...